what's going on, guys? Today I made around 700 to, or around like 800 nearly, trading the Nasdaq this morning. So let me tell you how I did it. So coming into market open, I was honestly like I said, I don't really use a bias. I don't heavily rely on a bias. I kind of just honestly, I mark out like two levels or two key levels, meaning like highs or lows that I want swept, and whichever one gets swept. So like if a high gets swept, then I'll be bearish, and if a low gets swept, I'll be bullish. But so coming to the market, I'm still bearish only because we had filled this imbalance, and we're starting to see some displacement, or bullish on. Yeah, I was a little bullish, but this SMT formed in like the 5 minute right here. So that's why I was bearish, but I never got like a clean setup. My friends took this trade, but I didn't because I took to enter off of retest, but we never got one. And I wasn't going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to trade anymore, like for the day. So I waited for another one, and we also got a bigger bullish SMT, so I was like, okay, I'll take a buy then. And I entered really low down here on this retracement, and the reason I didn't wait for a change in state on the NQ was because we already got all of that on the ES, so, and the related pairs, so they moved the exact same. So on ES we got a change in, so I don't really be marking my shit out anymore because like I don't really need to. It's just me like saying like I can just see it, so I don't really need to mark it out. Not in an egotistical way. I'm just saying like I already see it. So but we got an SMT. Yeah, why is it over there? Right here. SMT right here at these lows. Once you see an SMT, pretty much exit your trade or enter the trade in the direction. And I trusted this SMT more because it's on a higher time frame. So on the 15-minute, 30, not on the 30, but I mean, it may not be like on a bigger time frame, but it's definitely a bigger SMT. So that's pretty much why I entered that trade. And then we also inverse this gap, and then we'll inverse this gap as well, entering on that gap. I entered on this gap. And then also just look at like how the market moves. So I'm gonna delete all my drawings, but like we filled all that imbalance, especially this inverse one on the 1 hour. Like so much happened in this 1 hour candle, sweeping all this like low liquidity right here, 1, 2, all that, as well as tapping into equilibrium and an inverse breakup, all in the higher time frame. So that's pretty much why I was so strong with my bullish. And then yeah, we even inverse this gap as well, and then SMT. So yeah, pretty much once the SMT formed, I was like, all right, we should be fine. So yeah, here's the progress we're at. I actually did lose on Friday, but I think the PA is starting to come back now. So yeah, that's pretty much, yeah, I think I for sure will get a payout. I'm hoping by the end of this week. But if we don't get it, we can get it. It doesn't really matter. I'm just, literally just no losses pretty much. That's just how I'm going. No losses over 250 or 275, whatever my maximum loss limit is. I'm only risking like $200. I think today was a 1 to 3. It's not okay. Today was like a 1 to 3. So let's start this. Because I targeted these equal highs because they haven't been swept out yet. So I get a little paranoid. So like I'd be doing like just under the high like that. Like see how it's like just under the high. The high's up here and it's like just under. I'd be doing that because I'd be getting paranoid that like, oh shit, it may not hit. But yeah, so pretty much I took this trade because I got my forever model on S&P. I really just be trading Nasdaq because it's a higher contract size. but it doesn't really matter. I just like the Nasdaq better, just because I don't know. I've always traded Nasdaq, so. But it doesn't really matter what you trade on. Just make sure you up your contracts on ES because it's lower. But yeah, so SMT, high time frame imbalance. I mean, technically we swept all of this shit out. All these on market open. Market open like right here. So we swept this low, this low, this low, these equal lows, and then pushed up. And then high time frame SMT. That's pretty much how the trade went and why I took the trade. So, my goal for this week obviously is just to end. I mean, it's a stretch, but end in like 3K profit. That's like, I want that to happen really bad. If we don't get it, we don't get it, obviously. But also, just end the week in profit. So we ended the week in profit on last week, and then this week we're starting off insanely much better. So that's how I made 800. And if you times that by 5, or 700 times that by 5, that's 35,000, or 3,500. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, this is the progress so far, and this is why you don't quit. Okay, guys. Like, I was down so much, and then I got up, and then boom. So I'll see y'all tomorrow.